Boy howdy. So at the time of recording this, it's been like maybe 2 hours since me and Ron did our interview. And because of that, Ow! My cat just attacked my foot. Ow! That hurt. Because of that, my voice might be a little shot. There was a lot of talking. Because of that, there may be even more drinks than last time, which I didn't think would be possible, but I guess it's going to be. Anyways, welcome back to Load Ya Bitch, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. I've already taken the first drink right there. In the last episode, we successfully got our client off for thievery. That's right, we proved his innocence. We proved that he was at a building during the time of the murder and had nothing to do with it. I mean the crime, and had nothing to do with it. Unfortunately, there was a murder at that building, and we proved that he may have been a part of it. So now we had to defend him for murder. Because Phoenix Wright is dope. I really like how far the storytelling in this has come. Like, this is some cool shit right here. This is some cool shit right here. Let's continue. The Stolen Turnabout. October 13th. Ooh, a comment already. Let me get that shit up. My phone is being dumb, and there's nothing wrong with that. Check my audio. Yep. You've missed nothing, Bizarro. We literally just started. October 13th, 3:02 p.m., Wright & Co. Law Offices.
You know, I'm glad we found the urn and all, but poor Mr. Delight got arrested again.
Well, supposedly Mr. Delight was in the CEO's office when the murder occurred.
No way, Jose. I don't buy it. But the one who proved that Mr. Delight was there was Mr. Nick himself. At least, from what I understand. Looks like you did too good a job this time, Nick.
Well, how about we get started looking into the KB security murder?
I think I'm going to head back to Queen Village for a little while, if that's alright. Sure, but why? I'm going to bring the sacred urn back to have some people take a look at it. Oh, that's a good idea. I think I'll go with. No, Mittingmeyer, you should stay here. I want you two to spend some special quality time together, full of love and happiness. I want you guys to bone down.
Pearls is so caught up in her fantasy, she forgot there's a murder to solve. Sacred urn given to Pearls, but it's covered in paint. We might need that.
Now remember, no fighting, okay?
She's gone.
Okay, Nick. Time to get going on this murder investigation.
Alright, what to do? So, what do we do now?
Isn't it obvious? We should get out there and investigate the murder.
Well, first we need to find out exactly where KB Security is located.
Hey, why don't we ask Miss Delight? She should know. Besides, I want to ask her some stuff about motorcycles.
Motorcycles? You're not thinking of getting one, are you?
I'm not the same little Maya who used to be happy with her dinky little bike, Nicky boy.
Oh, she's trying to flirt.
Sigh.
Speaking of asking around, I've got a few questions of my own for Mr. Delight.
Okay, well let's make sure to go to the detention center too then.
Sacred Urn. You must be relieved we got the Sacred Urn back, huh?
You bet. But there's something a little different about it.
Huh? Shit ass? That joke feels like it's finally starting to get stale. Don't shit ass at me! Never mind, it's fresh and new again.
It's pretty obvious, isn't it? It's covered in paint. I mean, take a look at this. It clearly says I am on the urn in the poster. But the urn we got back says am I, like it always used to.
Oh, yeah, you're right. We can't talk about that.
Plus, the face has pink splotches on it now. I'm sure they weren't there before.
Maya doesn't know, but 1 year ago, when the urn was broken, the repairer accidentally turned Mystic Amai's name to I Am. And that was crucial to solving a case.
And that repair was one mechanically unskilled Little Pearls.
But still, I don't remember ever seeing pink splotches on it.
Is it possible that urn is a fake?
I'm sure Pearls will find out about that once she gets back to Grain Village.
Yeah, I suppose.
Now that I think about it, Maya hasn't been back to Grain Village in a long time. Grain Village. So, I guess people still go to Grain Village to do their training, right? Let's see what Bizarra said. Pearl.
Remember, Mr. Nick, snitches get stitches.
Too true. So, why haven't you been training lately, Maya?
Well, lately I've been thinking of heading to a channeling dojo to do just that.
A channeling dojo, huh? Sounds pretty serious, whatever that is.
If you're going to train, you have to be serious. Otherwise, real tragedies can happen.
Is this what happened last year? Is what happened last year still bothering you? Oh, when Maya was possessed and... Well, she wasn't actually possessed, but... You know. That murder in her village, it happened because the power of channeling was misused. When a medium uses the Crane technique, she temporarily loses her own will. So when an especially strong spirit is summoned, the spirit medium can get taken over and even forced to commit terrible crimes. What's worse is, in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happened. Bang. But Maya didn't actually kill him. That murder, it wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you? Maya didn't actually kill him, though. It wasn't even Maya's body. They, like, switched her out.
I suppose not, but... I guess I'm still a bit shaken up, that's all.
It sounds like being the master of the crane is going to be a heavy responsibility. Lemmy, you were acting like Mortis tonight, just jumping all over me and attacking my toes. I expect more from you. Let's go talk to Miss Delight. Or whatever her name was. Delight? Dalit?
Oh, Nicky boy. Maya.
Miss Delight. It was Delight.
All I wanted you to do was help my dear Ronnie.
Yes,
But I guess it ended up hurting his case. Don't say that, Nick.
She doesn't need your help beating herself up. Hey, Nicky boy, please help Ronnie. He's not a killer, I swear it. My Ronnie wouldn't hurt a fly. Alright, I'll poke around and see what I can find out. You know, it is nice to see that even though she said she married him for money, there does seem to be an honest-to-God, like, connection between the two. Really? Are you serious? Oh, I'm so happy. I knew asking for your help was the right thing to do. Lemmy, either you're gonna be held, or you're gonna stop jumping on me. Now, which one? Which one's it gonna be, Lem? You gotta make up your mind. You don't get to keep jumping. You gotta make a choice, Lemmy. What are you gonna do? Fine. Just calm down. There we go. Good girl. I don't know what I can do to help anymore. I had no idea Mr. Light had such a vulnerable side. Alright. Well, we need to know where the building is. Rhonda Light. Listen carefully, Nicky boy. My Ronnie would never kill anyone. It's just not in him. I don't think he would either, Nick. Yeah, but you have to admit, he's got a bit of a temper to him. It's not that hard to imagine him just snapping and screaming, "Please die!" He would never say that. Anyway, Mr. Light, he might not be a killer, but he's still going around saying he's a thief. I already told you. That's just a fantasy for him. Mr. Light, I hate to say it, but you're the one living in a fantasy world. What? How dare you say that to me, Nicky boy? I know everything about my Ronnie. We don't have any secrets between us. Ronnie isn't the thieving type. He's so honest that he wouldn't even sneak a nap. He's so honest that he wouldn't even steal a glance. A thief? The very idea. I guess I just don't get it. Huh? Get what? I just can't understand how they can be so different and yet be such a happy couple. Yeah, they sure are different. Come on now, Nicky boy. It's not that mysterious, is it? It was love at first sight. For me, anyway. What? For you? Love at first sight? I definitely want to follow that up. I thought she mentioned his money. I hate these kinds of people more than anything. You mean ace detectives? No, I'm fine with ace detectives. Oh, so then you must mean thieves. No, I'm fine with thieves. No, they're alright too. I just hate thieves that pretend to be ace detectives. You know, the in-between. There's nothing I hate more than cowardly men. Dude, are you serious? By the way, why did you go to Detective Atme's office anyways? Well, as the trial went on, I started to get more and more anxious. I went there to try and find out about the real criminal. Yeah, it doesn't appear to be the money. They legitimately seem... She, at the very least, seems legitimately interested in him. The real criminal? Yes, obviously. The real Master Mask is not my Ronnie, right? Yeah. And Detective Atme knew more about Master Mask than anyone else. They mentioned him on the Great People Around Town segment on TV. Now then, so then you went there to ask him some questions? That's right. I did whatever it would take to save my man. Just want to check. Yeah, these appear to be two different... Wait a minute. They're two different mouths. But those are two very similar head shapes. Look at those head shapes. She could be Master Mask. That's right. I'll do whatever it takes to save my man. His secretary said the ace detective isn't in right now. But I forced my way past her and into his hideout. I wouldn't exactly call that office of his a hideout. Yeah, it's not a great place. It's kinda cheesy. He used knives to hang everything up. So uncivilized. That bag was sitting right there on top of the table. Yeah, we saw it too. Oh yeah, we saw that bag yesterday too. I just said that, Maya! There's nothing lower than someone who would try to pin a crime on someone else. KB Security. Mr. Light, do you know about KB Security? Don't be silly, of course I do. That's where my Ronnie works. So she thinks he still works there, huh? And yet, according to what we heard today... Come on. Come on. Don't tell me you didn't know. Rhonda Light was once an employee of KP Security. He was a professional security guard. Ron quit. He doesn't work there anymore. It looks like Mr. Light doesn't know. 25 KB Security is only about 20 minutes away by motorcycle, that is. Larry told me it takes 30 minutes by car. Well, I have to admit, I tend to fly pretty fast on my bike. To make it to KB Security that fast? Are you... God damn it, Calum! I love the man, but Lord. He loves me too much. To make it to KB Security that fast, are you sure you aren't literally flying? Hello? Am I audible? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Okay.
Audible?
I am audible. Good. I accidentally muted myself for a second. Shit. Okay. Moving on. Why don't I give you a ride sometime? Or better yet, how about now? Wait, really? No, I'll pass. Thanks. Why don't you just tell us where it is and we'll go ourselves? What a scaredy cat you are, Nick. I was about to say a tat. She could be Master to Mask, Bizarro. We'll just have to see. But right now, that's not important. We already have somebody in jail who's saying they're the Master to Mask. Right now, we need to find the killer. Mr. Light told us the location of KB Security. Okay, let's head over there right away, Nick. So, was it really love at first sight when you met Mr. Delight? Well, maybe not at first sight, But Ronnie saved my life.
Really?
Saved your life? I was at work one day when 2 robbers suddenly rushed in. And I'm not the kind to just curl into a little ball in a corner, so I fought back.
Robbers?
Yes, they took me hostage. I was so frightened. They were both carrying these huge knives, and I broke down into tears.
Yeah, I would too if I were in that situation.
Oh, I think I get it now. Did Mr. Delight come running to your rescue?
That's not gonna be what happened.
Yes, exactly!
I was wrong.
He looked so handsome in that guard uniform of his. He went right up to those 2 knife-wielding robbers and screamed in their faces. Please, stop it! He screamed. I could see the robber's face turn pale. That high-pitched shriek of his does have a surprisingly strong effect on people.
Okay, I think I just figured out this whole thing. Those 2 criminals, this was all a setup, and that's why he's being blackmailed. He planned this, that way she'd fall in love with him. I think I might be right about this. Look at their faces. That looks fake to me.
Then, crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked the 2 robbers. All by himself, he came to save me. A total stranger all by himself. He was so scared, but he was crying and shaking. But he did still risk his life for mine. Wow, that's a great story.
Hey, Maya, I've risked my life for you like 12 times now. And my job.
Yes, he might not look it, but in a tough situation, no one's better. That's why I fell in love with him like I did.
It's so romantic. I'd fall in love with him too, I guess.
Nick, I hope you'll do the same for me if I ever get taken hostage.
I did! I did do the same for you when you got taken hostage. I did endanger my life for yours. With Maya, that possibility almost always seems to loom in the not-so-distant future. Ugh. Alright. Nothing added to the court record from that, though. Weird. Alright. Ooh, we can go there now. We should go to the detention center first. Phoenix wanted to talk to him. If possible, I'd like to speak to Luke Atme while we're here. October 13th, detention center, visitors room.
I already told you, it's not me. A sad, pitiful whine that tapers into silence.
Sounds like they're interrogating Mr. Dwight right now.
Man, we don't have enough time as it is.
Yeah, well, I guess the police are going crazy just like we are. Yesterday they thought he was a thief, but now they got a murder case on their hands.
I guess you're right.
That guard over there looks a bit on edge too. Maya, he's looked brain dead like that for the past 4 years. I legitimately think he may just be dead and slumped in that corner. He's never moved during the entire time we've been here.
Come on. We'll just have to come back later. Okay, let's go check out some other place, Nick.
Alright, guess there's nothing we can do here. Master Mask side out. we can still go here. I want to take a look here. Because he's not here, so if we wanted, we could steal everything. October 13th? Atme Detective Agency. Whoa! This place is literally crawling with cops! Oh, this is where we're gonna find Gumshoe, isn't it?
What did you expect? Now that they know he was actually Star Damask? This must be incredibly embarrassing for them, don't you think?
Yeah. I guess they're trying to make up for it by tearing the place apart. Hey, I just noticed. Gumshoe is nowhere to be seen. Oh, well, I guess he's not here.
Well, he is a homicide detective. He's probably working on the murder case.
But wasn't he in charge of Star Damask's investigation all the way up until yesterday?
Well, a murder case is a lot more exciting, isn't it?
He'd say something like, "There's nothing
like a good murder case, pal."
Points for the quality of that impression. But I'm not sure Gumshoe has a bloodlust, Maya. Nothing in here to look at right now, at least. Alright, let's go to CEO's office. Oh, this place looks cool. October 13th, KB Security. CEO's office.
I guess this is where...
Oh, crap. I guess this is where it all went down, huh?
The walls in here look thick, just like you'd expect in a CEO's office.
What has that got to do with anything, Maya? Stop making me fuck up my words, lady! Hey, it's you guys!
Oh, Detective Gumshoe.
Today was a real train wreck for you guys, huh?
Sure was, pal. That prosecutor made a real fools out of us.
Yeah, I feel for you. Don't fucking say pal.
Wow, that's not like you at all. I thought you'd be more like...
Oh, that was great! You guys... That hurts so bad.
Oh, that was great. You guys got what you deserved, pal. Ho, 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 ho.
Or something to that effect.
Do I really sound like that, pal?
If the Gumshoe fits.
Well, anyway. The point is, I can't tell when someone puts their heart in. I can tell when someone puts their heart into their jobs. And I can sympathize when things don't go your way. Sometimes I feel like wrong is the only way things go for us detectives.
No idea Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy.
Are you kidding me? This man has the biggest heart of anybody in this game. Like, he was the first, Maya. He came to your defense before Edgeworth did. He was the first we told about what was going on with you. I legitimately think that Nick should view Gumshoe as more as a friend. And without him, we never would have gotten enough evidence to get you free. Him and Franziska von Karma were the two main factors in saving Maya's life. Now if this little love fest is over, maybe we can start investigating Phoenix! This man is just the best of boys! You need to love him! Love the Gumshoe, not hate! He's just such a sweet boy. Alright. Let's talk about what happened.
Detective Gumshoe, tell us about what you know.
Okay. But the thing is, I'm really not supposed to.
Hey, come on. What about
How we put our work in our heart.
things are really
Working against us.
right now? We need help.
Okay, I'll tell you. Just don't start crying on me, okay, pal?
Okay, I won't cry on you, pal.
Stop saying pal. The victim's name is Kane Bullard.
Kane Bullard. Have we already heard that name somewhere?
He was the CEO of KB Security, and a pretty big fella in his own right. His corpse was discovered at 9 in the bleh. I was about to say AM. His corpse was discovered at 9. I almost did it again, but this time with PM. Come on, Kneale. His corpse was discovered at 9 this morning. Nailed it. His estimated time of death was 1 in the morning on October 24th. Cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head. Probably an object in this room.
It happened at exactly the same time that Stardust was stealing the urn. Huh. Autopsy report. Added to the court record. Kane's autopsy report. Time of death, 10:12 at 1 a.m.
See, they said AM there.
Cause, cerebral hemorrhaging. From blunt trauma to the head. Another hit to the head. So why did it take an entire day to discover the body?
Also, there's a safe there, so I actually wonder if this does still have something to do with Stardust. Bizarro says, Phoenix is still waiting for him to pay him back for his part of the fancy dinner at the end of the last game. So he's kind of annoyed. I guess that makes sense. But on that hand, he should also be upset with Edgeworth, Maya, and Pearl. Oh, and Lana, for that matter. There's a good explanation for that one. Bullard's body was stashed away inside that safe.
Dude, that is fucked. Safe? Well, it is pretty big.
Nobody had heard from him, and when they opened the safe this morning, out he came.
Oh, the body fell out? That white string must be the shape from when he fell out.
Yeah, that's the fucking... I don't know what it's called, but that's the chalk outline, Phoenix. That's to show you how it landed.
I think we still need some more information about Mr. Bullard.
Somebody tell me if I'm pronouncing his name wrong. Is his name a pun? Let's take a look at that name. Kane Bullard. Maybe you could start by getting the man's name right. Detective at me.
So, what happened to Stardust?
He's at the detention center, screaming like a madman. Investigate me again, he keeps yelling.
No, I didn't mean him.
He's not the real thief anyway, right? Oh, you mean that detective at me. Oh, that was great. The guy got what he deserved.
Now that's the detective I know and love. Aw, she loves him. We all love him.
Think about it. Atme was always around when a calling card showed up. But he's always mysteriously disappeared when the heist took place.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. We can disconfirm it's him by one fact.
Wait a minute. The chin is concealed. I guess it could have a butt chin.
But also the big frickin' schnoz, that's not gonna fit in that. I don't know if it's him. It could be, I guess.
But he's always mysteriously disappeared when the heist took place. I was hiding at the crime scene. Yeah, right. That's the lamest thing I've ever heard. That's how you just knew he was the thief.
That would explain how he was able to retrieve the stolen item he keeps bragging about.
Hello, Kristen. Welcome to the stream.
I still find it funny that Mask Star Damask is also a pun. I mean, how is it a pun? It's just Mask Star and then Damask. I don't think it's much of a pun. Not like Luke at me. That, my friends, is a pun.
Yeah, he just did that to make himself look like a great detective. That's all. But there's one thing I can't figure out about the heist.
His first heist?
Yeah, that one. The tear of Ammonon. The tear of Ammonon case. There was a witness on that one.
A witness?
Here, I saved the newspaper clipping. Since the thief is already under arrest, you guys can keep it.
Oh, this shit's important. The gym and the thief. Stolen! Hey, this guard here. Haven't I seen him somewhere before? Ow, fuck me. It's pretty small, so it's kinda hard to see, but now that she mentions it... Newspaper clipping added to the court record. It's on! Prosecutor Godot. Oh, that prosecutor. I really don't like that guy. The way he used our own evidence to do that to Mr. Delight, I just want Edgeworth back and to be more vital to these games. And by the way, audience, I do have to calm everybody down a little bit. I have been messaged and told that Edgeworth does have a bigger role in this game than the last game. So, I look forward to seeing everybody's favorite prosecutor back on the stand. The way he used our own evidence to do that to Mr. Delight?
Yeah, I think he did it that way just because he knew it'd be hurt more. That's what my gut tells me anyway.
So, who is that Java-addicted mass maniac anyway?
Prosecutor Godot? He's quite an enigma, huh? The thing is, pal, I never even heard of the guy before. It's almost like he was created in a lab by Dr. Robotnik to be like the opposite of Sonic the Hedgehog. But hey, who cares? It just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office. Came out of nowhere, too.
That's right. He said this was his first case as a prosecutor.
And it's true. According to the records, anyway, but... no way he's an amateur. He's an Iceman in the court. A maverick. That gave me goosebumps.
Goosebumps? You?
Yeah, I like to read R.L. Stine's work. I mean, he does try to hoard in a twist here and there, and the show wasn't as good as the books, but I think that's because... oh, wait a minute, you mean actual Goosebumps. Oh, I thought we were gonna talk... I actually liked the Goosebumps movie, but you don't care about that. Just thought Dick Gumshoe could, share a little bit about himself here, but, yeah. I knew something was off about him, so I fucking asked around, I guess. Nobody would talk to me. They just all turn the other way.
Poor Detective Gumshoe. I had no idea you were so unpopular.
Maya, you're not paying attention. Aw, no. That's not what I meant.
That Godot guy acts like he really knows me and has a grudge against me. I get the feeling he's hiding some kind of dark secret. Oh? Well, I think it's time to start examining the room. Ew. Think about it. That dead guy was laying in here all night.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, don't bother asking about fingerprints. There were none.
Well, somebody opened this safe at night of the crime, right?
Yeah, and so, I mean...
Yeah, and so?
Well, if Mr. Bullard's body was hidden here, it must have meant that it was opened by either the killer or the victim, right? You think the victim put himself in a case, Phoenix? Who am I kidding? With Phoenix Wright, that's very likely to be what happened. Maybe he shut himself in there to avoid being attacked. Hey, do we even know the cause of death? What was the cause of death? Oh, yeah. Wait, I remember. It was blunt force trauma. We have his autopsy over here. Yep.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, I got some bad news for you, pal. Are you ready?
I guess. Okay, shoot. You know, whenever people told me they wanted to talk, I used to say shoot for the longest time, but people kept getting confused. So I stopped. Who do you love more, Ron or Elvish? Oh, I love all my babies equally, Kristen. All of them.
Opening this baby is no piece of cake. There are only a few people who know how to open the safe, pal.
Yeah, and?
Everyone that knows how to open the safe has had airtight alibis. I checked. Everyone except one, that is.
I'm almost afraid to ask. Well, that's also the person who, like, it's very possible that I don't think he shut himself into the safe, but he could have opened it for whoever killed him.
Former security chief, Ron Delight.
Now I need to drink.
Whoa!
That is some good, hard variety punch. It's not alcohol.
But God, it's some sugary punch!
Has some punch, if you know what I mean. Shoot me. What? Ron Delight? He was a security chief. Ron? So he knew how to open the safe, huh?
Yeah. Sorry for raining on your parade there, pal.
That doesn't make sense. Why would he open the case just to shove a body in it? There had to be something in there he wanted to get. And also, it's very possible that someone just forced him to open it at gunpoint. This rope. You think it fell out of the safe when it was opened? No, Maya, I don't think that. We've done this so many times. I don't think so. So you mean... Yeah, I think this string shows where and how the corpse was laying. You silly, silly psychic. You mean... The victim? He was killed by being crushed or by the safe door? Oh, have fun at dinner, Bizarro. She can't be serious, can she? Alright. What's this button do? Ooh, there's a button here. Let's see. Oh, Maya. Sweet, innocent, pure Maya. You're gonna be the one that kills me.
Babe! Hey, cut it out, don't press that!
That was pretty funny. I never knew Detective Gumshoe could jump like that.
What is this button anyway? It's an emergency buzzer! It says it right there on the panel.
Oops, you're right. It's written right there. Nick, how many times have I told you to read the instructions first?
You pressed it! There's alarms connected to the basement guard room. It's used to summon security up here.
Really? Then it's possible on the night of the crime. Oh, so when the CEO was attacked, do you think that maybe he pushed the buzzer?
Maybe the blackmailer is the one who killed him. Yeah, I thought about that, so I asked down there. But they said that the buzzer never went off that night. Also, we couldn't find any fingerprints on the buzzer, except for your dumbass now. Mr. Bullard, the victim, wasn't wearing any gloves, by the way. Just so you know.
I think we'd better go and talk to that guard about this emergency buzzer. Alright, that's gonna be important later. Emergency buzzer added to the court record. CEO office buzzer. Connected to the basement security guard office, there are no fingerprints on it. Alright, let's go. Let's go do that. We'll come back here and finish looking later. I just want to get some more dialogue. Oh, Jesus, it's Larry. I can already see his jacket. Kyle's probably at home, living life, Kristen. Whoa. This really is something else. For a security guard office, it sure doesn't feel very secure. KB security guard? Uh-oh. I just remembered Larry might be... Hey, Nick, what's up? Ugh. So he is here. Yo! How's it hanging, dude? And you got my sweet little Maya with you, too. Larry. You're 25! Oh, we're older, actually. You know what, Larry? If Maya's okay with it, she's an adult. She can make her own choices. Yo, how's it hanging, dude? Hi, Larry. Here, I was working my fingers to the bone. And then walks an angel. I've got no problem with a daytime date. It's all good. No, that's not why we're here. We're investigating the Bullard murder case. Larry isn't a pedophile, he's just stupid. Besides, she's 19. By all accounts, she is an adult. Although Larry gets around, I think. Huh? Oh yeah, that's right. You're a lawyer, aren't you? He's so hopelessly clueless. Well, if it's about the murder case, boy, have I got some good info for you. Pardon me. Pardon me. Really? What is it? Well, I don't mind sharing with my sweet little Maya. But Nick here is a different story. But Larry, I thought you two were old school buddies. That was then. This is now. Times have changed. Talk. Good info. So, what's this good info you're talking about, Larry?
guard. A pro. I can't just give away information for free.
He wants a bribe? I thought professionals were more, I don't know, honest? Can you talk to him, Maya? Larry, tell us already, what's the good info?
Hey, I like that. This kitten has got some claws. Okay, you really want to know?
Yes, so tell me. Growing up with you as a friend had to be difficult, didn't it, Larry?
Okay, so the thing is, Run to Light was an employee here. And naturally, since I'm a pro, I looked into his background. Follow me?
Yes, you're a pro. I follow you. Go on.
Well, 1 year ago, Run to Light was fired.
Wow, he's been lying for a whole year to his wife? Yeah, sadly, that's one of the more realistic things in Phoenix, right? Everybody go home and kiss your wives. Kiss your wives, kiss your husbands. Everyone go home and smooch your spouse.
And there was no warning at all. It all just happened all of a sudden. I know this is a small company, but I think that it was pretty awful.
I guess he must have done something bad to have gotten fired like that. Huh? No idea. I suppose it is possible.
Like maybe skipping out of work to go pick up hot chicks or something.
No, that's just you. Security guard. So what's it like to be a part-time security guard, Larry?
Let me tell you, it's tough. Well, you know, me. I get by alright, I guess. First, I had to keep my eye on those monitors at all times.
Monitors?
There are security cameras set in each room around the building. It's really hard sometimes. I feel like my eyes are gonna fall out.
Oh.
And if I see something suspicious, I have to contact one of the teams.
What teams?
Security teams for this company. They're supposedly the best in the business. But I'm no amateur either, so if it is something small, I don't bother calling them.
So in other words, you basically watch TV on the screens all day long? You were in the office when the murder took place, weren't you?
Why do you say that? This is just a part-time job for me. I can't operate the equipment, and I'm dumb. I'm self-aware, Nick. I realize the world hates me. And you know what?
Fuck it.
Fuck the world.
Even if it is a part-time job, you're still in charge of security here.
Hey, give me a break. Don't try to pin this whole thing on me. That's not fair, Nick.
Huh? I don't think you can expect someone like him to take any responsibility.
Anyway, the point is, you were here that night, right?
Oh, shit! Larry has some Cyclops. Oh no, I knew something smelled bad, and it was the butts after all.
Well, it's like I always say. That was then, and this is now, okay? It looks like I'm going to have to break these cyclocks after all. Alright. Okay, before we do that, I wanna do a profile scan of this dude in blue. Oh, shit. Thinking about it, I should probably do the same thing with Gumshoe. Hey Larry, there's something I want you to look at. Hey Nick! No. Alright, let's go talk to Gumshoe. And then let's continue looking around this area.
Detective Gumshoe? Tell us more about Mr. Shane Bluebard.
That's Kane Bullard, not Shane Bluebard, pal.
Oh yeah. The victim in this case just doesn't make much of an impression on me. Maya, that's mean.
Well, you were the victim up until... Well, you were the victim up until Mr. Bullard was found dead. Yeah, and his body wasn't discovered until this morning. Anyway, we don't have enough information yet. Can you help us out? Sorry, pal. I'm actually a little confused myself. For some reason, I'm just babbling like an idiot right now.
Okay, Nick, now is our chance to get more information about the victim. So let's hurry up and ask.
Oh, okay. The victim. Can you tell us some more about Mr. Bullard?
He was the CEO of KB Security, right? What kind of company is that?
Well, the company basically sends security teams out to buildings to guard them. Mr. Bullard must have had the chance to learn a lot of security doing this kind of work.
Oh, and?
And I don't know how to put this, but the guy was kind of a money grubber.
Really? Me too. I just love money. I can't ever get enough of it.
Please stop leaning towards me like that. You aren't getting my wallet. Could you maybe sing "I Want the World" from Willy Wonka as Mickey Mouse? I can try. This is my Mickey Mouse voice, bitches! Alright, I'm gonna sing you a song! So shut the fuck up and let me sing it! I want the world! I want the whole world! Don't care how! I want it now! Anyways, have a good day! I'm off to go do other shit! Fuck you, bitches! Disney World will never reopen!
Okay, so that's my problem. I need to be shiftier.
Let me go already! Apparently, he was involved in selling trading secrets between rival companies.
Oh, that's pretty dirty and underhanded.
Yeah. Oh, KB Security used to head security operations against mass to mask.
What? Really?
That fucked my voice. Yeah. And after that, after screwing up so many times, the company's reputation really took a nosedive, pal. So it really was Bullard who sent Ron the blackmail letter, huh? Alright. Examine. Cell phone. This must be the CEO's desk. It's a lot simpler than I thought it would be.
Hey, It looks like a super soft chair. Let me try it out for a second.
It does look like a good chair.
Oh, nice. I feel just like a CEO. Hey, you. Whip me up a cup of some really expensive important tea. And some scones. Move it, bitch. Ah, this is the life.
The victim sat in that chair just before he was brutally killed, you know.
Oh, Gumshoe. You always know what to say to make me. What the fuck is this?
I didn't even notice this in the foreground. Is this a table? I was looking at here. I just now noticed this table. Check out this big, thick binder here.
Let me leave the heavy lifting to me, Nick.
Reading a file isn't exactly back-breaking work. Just a little hard on the eyes.
Ah! What did you find out, Nick?
Hey, you're the one who wanted me to sing, Kristen. It was your idea. You don't get to complain about your bloody ears. You wanted this, bitch!
I want the world. I want the whole world.
This file. It's not about any sort of security operations or anything.
It's a huge file about Mass Star to Mask. It's filled with info on it.
Interesting.
What? What kind of info? It's filled with incredibly detailed information about his methods in the crime scene. Shit-ass. Hey, Nick, look at the last page. It's a list. Let's see. Tier of Emanon, 100,000. Looks like a list of all the treasures that Master to Mask stole. So then, 100,000 is the value of the stolen item?
I have another theory. What if Master to Mask isn't one person, and it's actually people at this agency who were working for this dude? I don't know, but that number sounds kind of low to me. I think I'd better secretly make a copy of this list. Kane's list, found on a table at the crime scene. Alright. This appears to be the last thing to scan in this room. Looks like some kind of bookshelf / rolling cabinet hybrid.
Nah. I can't get between these two shelves.
Don't strain yourself trying. It looks like the shelves are controlled by a special panel.
I guess it's on the shelf I guess it's one shelf at a time, huh? Looks like there's filled with a bunch of files.
Yeah, files filled with data about security jobs they were hired to handle.
It'd be a good night's reading if you got insomnia. I was hoping for something like a bit more exciting, like UFOs or something.
Oh, I'm fucking up Maya's voice.
Like UFOs or something. There we go.
Alright, I think we've done everything there, so... Your time has come, bitch. Nagatama! On the night of the crime, were you working hard like you were supposed to?
What? Of course I was! Why wouldn't I have been?
But didn't you sneak out of work yesterday to go see Miss Delight?
Yeah, but that was, and this is...
Is there any chance that you snuck out of work last night too?
Never! I didn't sneak out, man. I'll tell you what, I'll even bet you $1.
Okay. $1, wow. Now that's confidence.
What's with this drenched in the rain puppy face look on your face? Do you have evidence that I left my position, or are you just pulling my chain?
We do, actually. The evidence that Larry was not manning his station when he needed to be. You found this wallet.
Take that!
This wallet. You know about this, right?
I've never seen it before.
You gave it to us, Larry.
Liar! You hand-delivered this to Miss Delight just yesterday. Give me a break. You can't expect me to remember every little thing that happens.
Well, I do expect you to remember something that happened just yesterday. What time was it when you found this wallet?
I guess it was around 1 in the morning on the first floor of our company building.
So you were active at that time. 1 o'clock in the morning? That's right. That's right. In other words, Larry, at the time of the murder, you were away from the security guard office.
Ah! Yeah, but there's something you didn't think about.
What's that, Larry? I know I said face twice. Okay. Kristen asked, do you watch Bat Pat? Yes, I do. Next time, I want you to phone up somebody as Maya or any of the characters from Phoenix Wright.
I think I have a personal favorite, if I am to do that, Kristen. You see, I want to be windy old bag here. My windy old bag voice sometimes gets a little difficult, but that's okay, 'cause I love it. I am the oldest bag!
My shift that day didn't start until 10 p.m. I got famous for a second.
The murderer might have snuck out before then.
What do you mean by that?
If the murderer had snuck in before 10 p.m., then it wasn't my fault. It was the fault of the guy whose shift was before mine.
Why do I have a feeling he still doesn't get the seriousness of this? Listen up, Larry. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the killer snuck into the CEO's office after 10 p.m. during your shift. Because of, oh, this.
Take that!
Larry, when you use this card, does it leave a record?
Yeah, it does. But I can't show you the record.
That card data was already made public in the trial yesterday.
What? I didn't know that. Any kind of request for info like that is supposed to go through me.
Boy, it does sound... Oh, fuck, I pressed X. Anyway, according to the data, the door to the CEO's office was open with this card. Furthermore, it was most definitely used at 1 a.m., the time of the murder.
No way!
Yes, someone used this to get into the CEO's office. That happened at 1 a.m. on the night of the crime, right in the middle of your shift.
Oh.
Larry, you can't duck your responsibility this time.
Yeah, no!
Unlock successful. Night of the crime.
I knew it. It's all my fault. It's my fault that the boss was killed. My fault. Larry.
There was nothing I could have done. I have important issues to deal with too, man.
What happened that night?
My daughter happened.
Huh? Your daughter? You mean Udonna? From Power Rangers? I've got a bad feeling about this, Chewie.
Yeah. My daughter called and said, I have to talk to you right away. So, I went to see her, and he was standing right there next to her.
Who was?
Her new boyfriend! It was like some horrible joke! Before I knew what was going on, the guy socked me right in the kisser. Normally, I'm the one that does the punching. Isn't that right, Maya?
Yeah?
Yeah, you punched the shit out of me, Larry. You punched me right in the eye and blackened it for days.
So, is that why you left the security guard office?
What? I'm sorry. It's all my fault. How can I ever make it up to you, Dick? What can I do? What? What? Now I sound like Beetlejuice. It's showtime.
He's curled up on the floor, crying like a baby.
Oh boy, Nick! Is there anything I can do? Anything, just name it. I'll do whatever I had to, man. I'll make it up to you. I swear I will.
Larry. Hey, Nick. As long as he's offering, why don't you show him the evidence we got? She's right. Maybe we'll at least get one bit of useful information out of him.
Nick!
Alright, let's present our booty. Kane's list. This feels like the one.
I think you know how much I want to help you guys, but I really don't know what to say about that.
Shit. Yeah. Oh. Portrait of Magina painter. Nothing on the urn. Interesting. Left hand of Hades, sculpture, 240. The button. The buzzer in the CEO's office is directly connected to this room, right?
That's right. Just like my heart is connected to yours, Maya.
Oh, thank you, Kristen. I've actually been working on my Beetlejuice impression because if it ever comes to town, I would like to do the musical version.
Go ahead and jump, but that won't stop him. Here you got a solid plan B option. I can bring your daddy so much pain. All you gotta do is say my name.
I can also do an actual Beetlejuice.
Oh, hey honey, hey darling. Just say my name 3 times. How about a game of charades? It's showtime. It's showtime.
I like my Beetlejuice. I like my Beetlejuice. I think the musical's better than the movie, though.
Huh? Go ahead, Maya. Press the buzzer in your heart. I promise I'll come running to your rescue, like a professional guard I am.
Wow, that was pretty good.
Thanks, I'm trying.
Do you think you could tell us about the buzzer now?
Yes, please, tell us. Okay, I guess so. Prepare to be wowed.
Okay. Oh, we should show him the other shit, too. Newspaper clipping. Okay. Well, he doesn't know about that. Topsy.
Alright, I guess the buzzard's all we got to go on for now.
I accidentally pressed the buzzer earlier.
Yeah,
I heard it. So that was you, huh?
why didn't you come running?
You're a security guard, aren't you? Why didn't you come to the CEO's office? Well, the third floor of the basement, the CEO's office, is on the first floor.
Okay.
I thought it would be a good idea to, adapt and wait and see and approach. Plus, there's a police detective here, right? I just didn't think it was necessary.
It's as if he's trying to win an award for the laziest person on the planet.
Let's get back to talking about the night of the murder, okay? Is it true the buzzer didn't go off that night? There must be a record of it, right? You must have had a look at it, right? Of course I did. And I couldn't possibly have made a mistake either. Do you think you could take just one look for me, pretty please? Oh, okay. I just can't say no to you, Maya.
Oh shit! Something's going down!
What do you think, Nick?
He's probably right. I don't think even Larry could make a mistake like, Wah! What is it? What's wrong?
I made a mistake! Huh? But how? It can't be! It's impossible!
Assert your feelings. You know it to be true.
Okay, enough already. What about the records?
That night, it went off just once, in the morning at around 1 a.m. 1 a.m.? That's when the murder happened. Really? Are you serious? That's terrible. It can't be.
What's that piece of paper over there? I don't care about anything else in this room, but what's that paper? The buzzer record added to the courtroom. Interesting. What's that paper? I'm like drawn to it now. Something is written on this poster in fine print.
A guard's 5 commandments. Wow, this sounds serious. Let's see what it says. Number 1, obey thy superior. Number 2, respect thy superior. Number 3, smile at thy superior. Number 4, salute thy superior. Number 5, buy donuts for thy superior upon command. It's signed by Windowbag, bitches! And supervisor. She's one tough old bird, let me tell you. Cross her, and you come face to face with the real genuine ray gun.
Yeah, sounds scary, alright.
But fortunately, she's on vacation right now, so I'm relaxed right now. I pray for the people on vacation that gotta see her in a bikini. Don't you sass with the old bag! I can hear you from everywhere! I am your god! When the old bag is never gonna tolerate your bullshit, Mr. Butts. I'll kick your ass right to the curve. When the old bag has issues, and I will kill you. It won't be hard.
Alright, I don't care about this other shit. I think we got everything we need from in here. Now what, though? Oh, here. Let's go here. Talk to Adrian. October 13th, Lordly Taylor Main Exhibit Hall.
The treasures of the Korean exhibit. It's all ruined now. Maya. I'm so sorry. I'm just so sad. This was our big chance for everyone to learn about spirit channeling.
Maybe I can cheer her up somehow. Well, now that we've got the urn back, maybe they can reopen it.
Really?
Sure. Maybe you can label it the Urn of Master's Desires. That would probably attract a lot of attention.
Whoa! Whoa! That's brilliant, Nick! We could clean up and be filthy rich! Woohoo!
Wow, that was surprisingly easy. And nothing in here. Basement. This is where we're gonna learn the paint stuff. October 13th, Lordly Taylor Basement Warehouse.
Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright.
Miss Andrews. What's she still hanging around here for?
So, how's it going? What about the sacred urn?
The urn?
Oh, that.
It's been taken care of already.
What do you mean, oh, that? Taken care of? Do you mean it's been found?
Yes.
It was brought in during the trial today. Wow, really? Oh, you really are the greatest, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright had nothing to do with it. It was Master Mask's wife that found it. Well, anyway, I'm so relieved. I'm so relieved.
Alright. Master Mask's identity.
I just heard about it on the news. So that detective was actually the thief all along.
It looks that way right now.
It's my fault. I'm the one who ended up hiring the Master Mask to the guard to treasures.
Don't blame yourself. We were just doing our jobs.
Hey, Nick. If she wants to apologize, you should let her. So when was it that you hired Detective Atme again? About 20 days ago.
And when was it that Master Mask's calling card arrived?
That was about 10 days ago.
So he sent the calling card to the very place he was hired to guard.
I guess that's it then.
Detective Atme must have really wanted the sacred urn after all. I guess so. The night of the crime.
What? So Master Mask murdered someone as well?
Well, that's how things look right now.
Yes, but he was here stealing from me at the time.
Well, we're talking about a criminal mastermind, so anything's possible.
Nick, let's get down to business. To defeat the Huns. Why'd they send me daughters when I asked for sons?
You're the saddest salt I've ever met, but you can bet before we're through, Mr. I'll make a man out of you.
On the night of the theft, did you notice anything suspicious about
tranquil as the forest, set afire within? Once you find your center, you are sure to win. You're not suited for the rage of war, so pack up, go home, you fool. How could I make a man out of you? My voice is so pitchy.
On the night of the theft, did you notice anything suspicious about Detective Atme? No, I couldn't have. After all, he was hidden the entire time. I never even caught a glimpse of him.
He claims that that's the way he always operates.
That's just what he says, so he can have an alibi while he commits the thefts himself.
Yeah, he was caught up in the crime scene photo dressed up as Masked Mask. Pretty well. Sacred Urn.
I'm so glad you got the urn back.
Yes, but there's still something that bothers me about it.
What is it?
I'm not exactly sure. But somehow that urn came back. That came back seems different.
Really? You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Miss Andrews? No, I don't know anything. Why would I?
Oh, fuck. Her? Oh, Adrian, sweetie, I had so much faith in you. Cyclops.
What do you think this means, Nick?
It means the person that holds the secret to the mystery of the sacred urn is our very own Miss Andrews. Well, shit. Do I have anything for this? I guess we gotta see. I don't think we're ready. Let's examine. Maybe now we can get this info.
It looks like it's been dried for several days. There's something suspicious about this paint mark. The bottom left part of it is shaped oddly, and it's shockingly pink.
I don't see how the color of the paint is in any way important. And this. The pathetic-looking wooden box.
Ah! That's the box that had the sacred urn in it.
Don't touch it. There may be clues.
Grr. I worked so hard to make that box.
We already read all this. We still can't realize that these are connected? Alright. Well. Well, what to do next? I'll be back for you, lady. I'm just not dumb. I know we're not ready yet. Let's go to the detention center because, yes, I was right. October 13th, we hadn't done anything yet. October 13th, detention center visitors room.
Let me come here. I want to hold you and love you. Will you let me do that to you, Lim? Will you let me love you? Let me love you, tiny cat. Let me pet you on your head. Let me love you, cat, tiny cat, till the day that I'm dead. I will pet behind your ears. I will make my love so clear. You're a cat, I'm a man, you're my pet. I'll do what I can to be your owner and show my love to the kitty gods that rule up above. I will be with you until the end of time. Either that or just until one of us dies. And it will probably be you first. 'Cause you're a 10-year-old cat. I mean, we have to accept reality. But also there's the possibility that I'll get hit by a train. And that almost happened twice. But not actually with trains, well, with cars. That's real. I almost got hit by a car twice. October 13th, Detention Center Visitors Room. Ah, Mr. Wright. Hey, Ronnie. Mr. Delight, did they finish their interrogation? Yes, but please, don't leave me alone anymore. Mr. Delight, you lied to us before, didn't you? Well, you see... On the same night the sacred urn was stolen from Lordly Taylor department store, a blackmail letter got summoned to... Fuck. You had to go get the money and pay someone. And that's where the CEO, Kane Bullard, was murdered. But there's only one Ron Delight. Am I right? So the only question is, where were you that night? It's time to hear the truth, the whole truth. Your life depends on it. Okay. Mastar to Mass. Mr. Delight, do you still insist that you are Mastar to Mask? Isn't that what I've been saying since yesterday? That was a quick response. Tell me about it. To be honest, it's starting to irritate me. But listen, Mr. Delight. At the trial today, we learned the true identity of the thief, didn't we?
Wait. Take a good look, everyone. I'm Oswald Cobblepot, the Penguin. Unable to find a rival in my genius, I was forced to create my own. Here I am, the tragic clown.
I guess it's true. I wasn't the one who stole that urn. Of course not. After all, you were still at KB Security at the time. So then the person dressed up in this photo has Mastar to Mask. It's gotta be Detective Atme. So that night, you didn't go to Lordly Taylor, you went to KB Security, right? Yes, I went to KB Security at the time of the blackmail. Fuck. The note said I should. Alright, what happened next? Well, I used to work there, so I knew where the CEO's office was. I knocked, but there was no answer. So then I used the keycards to unlock the door. That's probably when he dropped his wallet. When I went into the CEO's office, someone was in there. Someone? Luke. Then, suddenly, they bashed me over the head and BAM! Was it Kane Bullard that hit you? I don't know.
person ran away while I was still stunned. When I came to my senses, the sight I saw left me speechless. Oh, he is the one who put him in the safe, because he thought he'd get in trouble. The dead body of the CEO was right there in front of me. I thought I'd die myself. Anyway, I thought I should do something with the body. So, that's why I put it in the safe. So that's why you put it in the safe? Yes, that's right. I used to be the chief of the security team, so I knew how to open it. Okay, what did you do after that? Well, I got out of there for starters. I was the one who set up the security cameras in that building. So, I knew how to avoid being spotted by them. Nick. All of a sudden, Mr. Delight kinda sounds like the murderer to me. Please don't say that. Why you were fired?
Mr. Delight, is it true that 1 year ago you were forced to quit KB Security?
How did you? I'm begging you, please don't tell Desi, please.
Don't worry. We haven't told anyone yet.
Phew. Thank goodness. No, But I suppose I'll have to tell her sometime. She'll find out eventually.
Why have you been hiding it from her anyway?
Desi would despise me if she ever found out I was living a life of crime. A criminal, a thief. She'd never forgive me. Our marriage would be over.
Knowing that, why did you become a thief in the first place?
Because Desi spends money like it's water. There's no job in the world that can bring in enough money. Except being a thief, at least. That's what I thought, anyway. So he became Master Arnamask for Desiree, huh? Oh. Do we have anything we can present? What do you think about this? This list. We found it on the CEO office table. Mr. Bullard's CEO office table. Hey! That is a list of all the things Master stole. And that's the value of each of them listed next to it. $100,000, $150,000.
Are you sure that's the value of the stolen items?
The numbers seem a little low to me. Even on the black market, the prices should at least be 3 times higher than that. I guess he knows about that because he used to be a security guard. How about this? That's the emergency buzzer from the CEO's office. Don't press it, it makes terrible racket.
Sorry, I just love making a lot of noise.
Does this buzzer have something to do with this case? Well, at this point, I don't really know yet. After all, There were no points on it, or anything else for that matter. The buzzer record.
The buzzer went off just once around the time that the board was killed.
Well, oh, my battery's low.
Oh, that's scary.
Do you know anything about that, Mr. Delight?
Sorry. I'm afraid I don't.
So he wasn't the one who pressed it. Why am I not surprised about how clueless he is anymore? Newspaper clipping.
Hey, this is an article about my debut heist. Boy, that was a tough one. Before I knew it, they were hot on my trail.
But Master Damask, he must have gotten away, right?
Oh, he must have gotten away, right? It says in this article he disappeared.
That's right. I got a sudden burst of inspiration.
I hid my Master Mask costume in a nearby plastic bucket.
Then I quickly changed into my security guard uniform. Pretty clever, huh?
Wow, awesome! Hey, hold the phone. The guard in this photo. Is this you, Mr. Delight?
That's right. Nice trick if I do say so myself. Nice and easy to figure out. Even Pearls could have seen through that. Newspaper clipping about the heist. Guard in the photo is Ron Delight. Newspaper clipping anonymized. But as you might expect, Detective Atme found the disguise. He truly deserves the title of Ace Detective. Detective Atme found the Star Damask disguise. That's interesting. Yes, I heard that he brought it home with him. So that's it. That's when Atme got his hands on this. Thanks to that, I got the chance to remake my costume.
That must have been really time-consuming, huh?
Yes, it took quite a while to complete anyway. A few days after that, I received the first of the blackmail letters.
But blackmail letters?
You've got them starting. You got them starting when? Tell me more now!
Hey, calm down. Don't get so worked up.
Blackmail letters.
This blackmail letter. Is it the first one you got? No, of course not. This is the first one that ever called me out to a specific location.
So, did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident?
Yes. Just a few days after the Tira Bamon incident. The first letter, it said, "I know you did it." So, someone found out about your true identity? Just like that? Ah, it's not that easy being a master thief, you know.
But what it was, I've got proof that it was you, so give up.
It went on to say. So in the end, I had to give up the treasure. I went through all the trouble to steal.
Is that right?
Hey, hang on a second. What do you mean you had to give it up? Oh, don't worry. After I put the jewel in the safe deposit box, the letter specified, someone sent me $10,000.
No one said anything about being worried, you know.
After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. Plans?
Heist plans, it's all the way up here.
What are these plans you're talking about? They were instructions on how to steal a crown or a painting or some other rare treasure. They showed security blind spots, escape routes, and even suggested training methods. So, you mean that the one who planned all the heists wasn't you? No, it wasn't me. I only planned the very first one. After that, I received plans from some very kind person. Incredibly detailed plans. It could have been Luke. It sounds like Mr. Delight is thankful to the person that was blackmailing him. So Ron Delight was Master to Mask after all? But someone else is behind the thefts. Someone who planned them all out in detail. Hey, what he did was still illegal. After all I had to do was deposit the treasure I stole into the safe deposit box. Then I just waited for the cash to come in the mail. Could you try not to look so gleeful about it? So, you went after the sacred urn because of one of those plans too? Well, see, truth is, I've never seen the urn. All I did was follow the instructions and steal what I was told to steal. Mr. Delight, is everything you've just told me the truth? Yes. But please don't tell Desi, okay? Ron's testimony added to the court record. From Damas's second heist on, he was stealing as directed by blackmail letters. Ron, before we go, there's one more thing I want to ask you. Yes, but please don't hurt me. Mr. Kane bullied. Do you swear that it wasn't you who killed him? Yes, of course! I could never, I'm not lying. All I did was hide his body in the safe. But then I was afraid they'd discover what I did, so I turned myself in yesterday. Why? Well, if the judge had ruled I was guilty of robbery, then I'd have an alibi, right? I guess so. You're really clever, Mr. Delight. I guess I have no choice but to take Mr. Delight at his word. Mythic Maya! Hey! Pearly! I'm back! Hey, Pearls! So what have you been up to this whole time? The sacred urn, Mr. Nick. I took it back to the Korean village to have it examined. And? What did you find out? Well, there's no need to worry. They say it's the real urn. Phew! That's a relief. I was really worried. But there's one small problem, and now I will stare like a dead dog. I was gonna say doll, but I said dog. Because it sounds cute to say it in the voice, like a scared dog. Like a dead dog. Doll sounds cute too. Doll, dog, dow, dog. W is like a really cool letter. Problem? These cute little pink patches? They said it's paint, and that it was put there recently. Why are we talking about pink splotches again? What's the big deal? What's the big deal? We gotta find out how they got there. That's the big deal. Yes, Bento Nick. We've gotta find out how they got there. Okay. We'll find out more of how they got there. I just tried to do that! Please don't forget about me.
Sacred urn refiled into the court record. Alright. Let's get right back to where we were. Oh, fuck. Went to the wrong place. We haven't actually done anything here yet, so I have a feeling we'll be coming back here later. October 13, Lordly Tailored Basement Warehouse.
Oh, Pearl, how nice to see you. Hello, Dale. I haven't seen you around lately. What have you been up to? Well, actually, I was having this urn examined.
She's gonna freak out.
Fuck! Oh, I see.
Maybe if we take another good look at this urn, we can figure out the mystery that actually happened here.
Nick, let's look around one more time.
Alright. This box is covered in paint. There's something about it that's bothering me.
That's the box that the sacred urn was in. Look, it looks like there's some pink paint on it too. And it definitely seems like it's the right color.
I think I know how the paint got on it now.
Alright, let's investigate again, Nick.
A wooden box that had the sacred urn in it. It's got some pink stuff on it. Can't look at the paint itself. Interesting. I think these are the two things we really need to look at, though. It looks like it's been dry for several days.
There's something suspicious about this paint mark.
The box was there.
The bottom left part of it. It's shaped oddly. And it's shockingly pink. Mr. Nick! Could it have been... Could it be that this odd shape is...
Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is it. Yeah, I know, because I'm not a Dumbo.
That's the box the sacred urn was in.
If you look here, there's a little bit of paint on the box as well.
Wow, you're right. Look, it matches.
Shit.
What is it, Mr. Nick?
This is all turning out exactly as I thought it would. Paint marks added to the court record. I think it's all starting to become clear. We're that much closer to solving the mystery of what happened to the urn. Where in the world is AJhebb? It's time to shove my magatama down your throat. Well, I bet this kitty. Alright, lady. I got like 2 things, and I know they're probably what I needed. The sacred urn. Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the sacred urn?
Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit.
The urn that was submitted before the court today. It's obviously not the same urn as before.
But, well, that's true. Maybe it isn't the same. It could be a fake.
A fake?
You're the one who said it. You're the one who said it. Wasn't the same. So that's one of the most obvious explanations. Do you have any evidence that the urn submitted was the genuine article?
Yeah. Yeah. Pearl just got it checked out. Sorry to break it to you, but the urn is the genuine article. Pearl went back to Crane Village and had it examined.
Is that right? And that's nice, but
I don't see how.
What she discovered was that the urn had been broken again.
Did you say again?
Yes, it was broken once a year ago. And now, it looks like the same thing has happened. And quite recently, too.
Recently? Are you saying that this urn was broken recently?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Why do you think it was broken recently? How do you know?
The pink.
So, Mr. Wright?
Huh? Oh, I guess I got it wrong.
Why do you think it was broken recently again?
Oh no, don't make me restart. The paint marks then?
Actually,
Oh, fuck. I am fucking this up. Oh, the treasure exhibit poster. It's the poster. Because it shows the original one. Damn it. I was so focused on what came next. It's the poster. I've been passing you so many times. You stupid asshole. It's this. This poster. It was made recently, right?
poster? The poster for the exhibit.
At the time when this photo was taken, the urn said, "I am" on it. But now, for the mysterious reason, it says, "Am I?" When the urn was fixed, the letters were transposed.
I am? What does that even mean? I don't know anything about that. I wasn't even there when the photo for this poster was taken.
That was a mistake. Now tell the truth.
Wait!
For?
Even if the urn was broken, I had nothing to do with it.
Huh?
Yes, that's it. It must have been one of the people at the photo shoot. They probably dropped it. I'm unsure of that's what happened.
Looks like she's not going to give up that last Psylocke so easy.
Do you have any proof that the urn was broken here?
The paint marks.
Take that!
I was ahead of the curve. Well, Miss Andrews?
What is this supposed to mean?
Oh, fuck, don't tell me I got it wrong again.
There's pink paint all over this urn.
And there is pink paint all over the floors and walls of this basement warehouse. In other words, this urn was broken here.
Shit.
You can't weasel out of this one, Miss Andrews.
But...
Uh-oh. She's trying to make her escape.
But you can't get pink paint. You can get pink paint anywhere.
Well, there's none in my office, that's for sure.
Well, there is in my room.
Liar!
Anyway...
And even if there was, that would still technically incriminate you.
The paint on the urn and on the floor. There's no proof that it's the same paint.
Come on, this is getting ridiculous. Proof linking the paint, it's on the box.
Take that!
This box, the urn was stored in right here.
Yes, that's right.
Well, there's pink paint on the box as well. I think you already know where I'm going with this, don't you? You drained so much of my health because I was ahead. I was the smart boy. You were not.
Yes, more or less.
The paint on the floor was an odd shape imprinted on it, doesn't it?
Yes.
If you put the box into the impression, it fits perfectly.
Shit.
Which means this box was dropped right over there. And that is when the urn was broken.
Your name does you justice, Mr. Wright.
I think that's what it said. I didn't get a good look at it. Hey, there's the health. Sacred urn.
I'm so sorry. I was the one who broke the urn.
Boy, does this make me feel like some sort of evil school teacher.
I'm a terrible person. Not only did I break it, but I tried to hide what I did. Well, that's not so hard to understand, is it, Pearly? No, not at all. I know just how she feels. It happened about 2 weeks ago. Just after the poster photo was taken, on the same day the urn had arrived here. I thought I'd put it away down here for safekeeping, and I was carrying it in the box, and...
Uh-oh.
Then I tripped on a paint can and lost my balance. The box I was carrying crashed to the ground.
Crash!
I heard a terrible noise, and I thought my heart was going to stop. During the worst, I opened the lid, and that's when it happened.
Uh-oh.
The broken pieces of the urn fell straight into the paint. I was shocked and let out a huge scream.
Ah, scream.
I can totally see how that could have happened.
Yeah, as clumsy as she is, I'm sure Maya understands.
Well, I was the most important, it was the most important treasure in all of the Crane Village. Like, okay,
here, I got the voice back.
So I tried as hard as I could to fix it. Fortunately, the shards were pretty big.
And that's when the I am got changed to am I.
But I didn't know how it was originally written. But any sane person fixing it would have assumed it was am I. Any sane person? Will we? Oh, Pearls.
She said she wasn't good at spelling.
Anyway, I put the urn into the storeroom, and no one had seen it since then.
Sacred urn updated in the courtroom. Broken and repaired by Adrian 2 weeks ago. Then replaced in its box, kept out of sight.
But there's something I don't get. When we first came here, I didn't see any paint stains. Well, that's because it was so ugly and embarrassing. I used the gold statue to cover it up.
Oh yeah, that statue moved. The my face statue, aha! The first time that we came down here, it was on the night that the sacred urn was stolen.
But Nick, there was no paint marks on the floor or walls or floor in the warehouse we were here.
There was no paint on the walls or floor while we were here.
My English is bad.
Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime, around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall. And I realized that the statue would be the perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you saw it first. I see. Now that makes some perfect sense. But there's still one thing I find strange. What is it, Pearl? The day after the urn was stolen, we came here again, and it moved. At that time, the statue had been moved, and the paint was clearly visible.
She's right about that.
Well, Miss Andrews? Huh? What? I don't know anything about that. I placed it over the paint. So why would I move it again? Well then, who was it who would have done it? And why?
On the day before the theft, the statue was definitely closer to the door. Then the next day it was moved, but why? A my-phase golden statue. Carried into the basement warehouse the day of the crime. And then it moved again. It looks like there's some connection between the sacred urn and the murder case.
But why do you think so,
Nick? I was about to say Mr. Nick.
Because that night the real thief, Ron DeLight, was at KB Security. So then why did another masked artist show up here? A lot of different things are pointing to one undeniable fact. One undeniable fact?
The murder trial is starting tomorrow, but it looks like that thief is going to be making another appearance. What? Well, I don't know what Phoenix knows that I don't. But with that, ladies and gents, we are going to end this episode. Thank you so much for being in my jury, and there may even be some DC Universe tonight. So, ciao everybody. Hopefully I'll see you later.